How about Johnny Boychuk, a transition to a guy who knows all about the salary cap? Boston knew what they were going to get from him every night. He has called it a career. Announcing his retirement, Mike Rupp calls him Johnny Manchuk, with good reason. This guy, an absolute warrior. Here he is, talking about his decision to retire.
I started to work out, and I really realized that there was something wrong, so I went and got it checked out, and then after I got it checked out, then I let Lou know what was going on, and that's basically how it happened. And it's been like 2 months of going to doctors and MRIs and x-rays, and there's been a lot, and it's been a while. So peripheral vision is pretty bad, actually, I guess, and there's some, I think they said optic nerve damage and some other stuff. It's been hard to process everything at the same time. I knew there was something going on, but I didn't really want to think about it because I wanted to play, and you try to play through everything type of deal, and I did. Yeah. And then when I got the test done, it was kind of an eye-opener, I guess.
Johnny Boychuk leaves the game with his head held high. I think back to Dave Gosher, the radio voice of the Boston Bruins, who said, we always knew what we were going to get out of him. When he was with the Bees, they went to the Cup final and won it in 11. They went back in 13 and lost to the Hawks. President's Trophy. This guy was a key cog on what was a marvelous run of Boston Bruin hockey. The way he loves the game, so apparent in those clips we just watched. We root for the health of all the players. Clearly, it's got to be something serious because in terms of tough customers, they don't get any tougher than Johnny Boychuk.
Yeah, I'm sure it was, as you could tell. I mean, it was a really difficult day for Johnny Boychuk. He loves the game. I've had the opportunity to talk to him in different locker rooms over many years, and I'm always struck. I remember going in and speaking with him, I'd say a couple of years back when, you know, as a member of the Islanders, and he was such really a heart and soul guy in that locker room. And he meant a lot to the other guys in that room because he was one of those guys that helped hold everybody accountable.
It's a great compliment.
And you have to be able to hold your teammates accountable within the room. You need players that are going to be able to do that because they have the currency with their teammates and the fact that they just lead by example. And that's how Johnny was. He played as hard as he could night after night after night. He had a good shot from the right point, and he was a big part of helping the Islanders get things turned around there, especially when Lou came in, Lou Lamoriello, the GM, and Barry Trotz, the head coach there. And he will, I can tell, I mean, you could tell at home, as I'm sure you can, fans, he's going to miss playing hockey. There's just no question about it. And we wish him nothing but the best moving forward. And, you know, from a business standpoint and all this.
Yeah, what's the impact?
The impact is significant for the Islanders because, I mean, he had 2 years left. That's $6 million per year on a contract. They are up against it cap-wise. So, you know, I would think, and this is just a guess on my part, this would be kind of a long-term injury circumstance because I think he wants to collect on that money, and there's insurance, or there's a lot of different things in the business end of this. So hopefully he will be able to collect as much of that money as he possibly can. But it does open up cap space for the New York Islanders. There's no question about it.
I got to call timeout.
All right.
EJ, up on the board, it said Matt Barzal, still unsigned.
Yeah.
Is that the same guy, one of the fastest skater at the also?
Same fella. Same fella.
What's happening?
Yeah, well, they've been up against it cap-wise. I mean, they had to trade Devin Tays. They moved him out to Colorado.
For picks.
So that was something they did when you don't thinking about their cap circumstances. They would have loved to keep Devin Tays. Now, they're going to keep Matt Barzal, and I'm sure there's been a lot of conversations between Lamoriello and the Barzal camp moving forward, and it's still an ongoing process. And what kind of deal will it be? I mean, like we talked about Sergachev earlier in the show and him signing to a 3-year deal. They knew they couldn't do a long-term deal there in Tampa, so they end up with a 3-year deal, and it works for everybody for right now. That's the question we're going to see with the Islanders and with Lou Lamoriello and with Matt Barzal. What kind of deal can they do? Can they do a long-term deal, or are they going to have to be limited to a more short-term deal because of the cap constraints that we have, certainly in the world in which we live right now? So that will be something that will be figured out by the Islanders and the Barzal people, but I don't think he's going anywhere for Islander fans. I think it will get worked out over time, but these are tough deals right now, and the Islanders are up against it. So, in a way, Johnny Boychuk's situation, as sad as it is to see him have to retire, will open up some room for the Islanders to do some other things.